All right, it's therapy time for me. I just need to get some of this out. And so I thought I'd come on here and share with you all. I told you before, it's therapeutic for me. And sometimes I just need to be able to talk through what I'm going through. Um, in case you don't know, I'll just, on a really brief part, I'll just tell you that 2 months ago, my wife passed away. And I am a Christian and I am a pastor. And I am telling you that I am struggling. I'm struggling emotionally. I am struggling mentally. There is just this internal war inside of me, and right now I am really struggling with a lack of motivation, um, and it's more than just. And by the way, before I go any further about that, please don't walk away from this video thinking, oh, he's not taking care of his kids, or he's not taking care of his church, or he's not. I'm getting up. I get up. I make my bed. I wash my face. I have to tell myself sometimes. I have to physically say, "Get out of bed. Get up." And I set alarms to not to wake me up because I'm not sleeping well, but I set alarms just to say like, "This is the time to get up." I've got an alarm on my phone and on my watch that says, "Get up. Get out of bed." It's not that I'm not doing the things that I'm supposed to do. It's that I don't feel like I it's not even that I don't want to. As a matter of fact, I'll just be really plain and say I'm really struggling with this internal emotion that I'm saying, what's the point? That's my struggle. Like I lay in bed and I think to myself, what's it matter? Why get up? And I know the answer. Please don't misunderstand that. That's not a cry for help. That's me telling you what is going on inside. There is this tug of war that says, one side says get up and the other side says why. Why get up? Like Solomon said in Ecclesiastes, vanity of vanity, says the preacher, all is vanity. And I feel like right now in this season in my life, that's where I am. I'm just in this point of saying, why get up? I just, in a way to combat that, I just redid my floors in my studio and my basement downstairs. I just redid all the floors, and the whole time I was putting down those floors, I just wanted to quit. I didn't want to lay one more board. I didn't want to put one more plank. I didn't want to make one more cut because I just didn't care. What's the point? And that's been this internal struggle. And I got up this morning and I wanted to make this video because um, the Lord did something last night that I I don't know what to say other than I woke up knowing that it was a dream that God had given me. And if you know me well enough, you know that I'm a preacher, but I don't talk that way often. Think about that. Go watch my messages, go listen to sermons. You don't hear me say God gave me a dream often, but last night he definitely gave me a dream. I was working and I didn't break it. I just lost it. Somehow I lost half of the thumbnail on my right thumb, and it came off like lengthwise and broke off on one half, not top to bottom, but left to right. Half of my thumbnail was broke off. Like I said, I didn't break it. I didn't hit it with anything in the dream. It just came off, and blood was everywhere. And if you know me, like I hate blood, and so that was bothersome even in my dream, and it was painful. There was this excruciating pain in my hand as my thumbnail had broke off lengthwise. And there was something, I don't know what it was in the dream. I wasn't working on a particular project, but whatever I was doing, I had to keep going. And I just knew in the dream, there was nobody telling me. I didn't have like a boss over top of me or something. There was just this knowledge that I had work to do and that nobody else was going to do it. And that I couldn't stop just because my thumbnail was broke off. And so in my dream, I'm continuing to work with my hands. I don't know what I was doing. I can't say I was like building a particular project. I just knew I had to keep working with my hands, even though my hand was in such pain. And I woke up this morning and knew that God had given me this dream, that is really the reality of my life. There's work to be done, and that's the reason I'm left here. Sarah's work is done. Her work here on earth is done. I think we have work in heaven. I think that as we're in the presence of the Lord, I don't think that we're some like floating, clear, translucent, glowing orb floating around in space somewhere. And I don't think we're sitting on a cloud eating grapes as angels feed us. I think that just like we have a purpose here, I believe that we have a purpose in his presence. He made us, God made us as these working beings, and he gave us a purpose here on earth. Why wouldn't he give us a purpose there with him? So Sarah's work here on earth is done, and so she's in heaven. But my work is not. And there's something to be done here. And though it is painful at times, I still have to do it. I can't stop doing the work that God's called me to do, even when I feel like, what's the point? Because I understand in my head, I know that there's a purpose to what I'm doing. And I know that there's a purpose to this life. And we find our purpose not in our spouses. We find our purpose in the person of Jesus Christ. But yet I'm telling you that there's an emotional side of me that I'm struggling with that. I know it, but then that emotion just rears up inside of me, and I just feel like I just don't even care. I don't care if it gets done or if it doesn't get done. And I'm having to really combat that because there's work to be done, and I'm the one that's supposed to do it. And I know that. So I'm having to fight through those emotions right now. I don't know if that's going to help anybody or not, but that's where I'm at. And so, I don't know. You can leave it down in the comments, maybe if you've had a similar struggle, or maybe if you've had dreams from God, or I don't know. You can leave it down and let us know. Like I said, maybe we can work with each other and help each other. All right. I hope you guys have a blessed day.